B-U-L-L-Y, does the bully lie amongst trunks full of lies, adorned in chunks of clothing, creating disguise, staring with intimidating eyes. The prize for this pestilent pest is, yes, have a guess, yes, putting the target to the test, yes, trapping the target in a nest of an enmeshed net like a spider, threatening with threats of cleverness and carefully woven lines, lines of lies thoroughly thought out, looming with hidden claws out. The bully is malicious, vicious and capricious, lacking in delicious diamonds of empathy, lacking basic integrity, inherent human sympathy, simply slid away, down deeply on a distant day, doomed with deadening decay. The bully gets carried away, carrying on with games to play, like snakes and ladders, hidden swords and daggers, only a hidden move away. There's no telling what he will say next. Checkmate seems the constant fate, locked on the bully's gate. We could crown him king, what would we be crowning? Maybe another drowning of an innocent victim, seduced and drawn into a situation born in pain, suffering, misery, grief. This bully is an arrogant chief, fully full of belief of being superior. His own messy interior world is secretly inferior and one mad mess. Nonetheless, he outwardly projects being king of the world in his delusionary pearl of cocky coexistence, living with persistence to hunt new prey at any time of day, and sometimes old ones too. Watch out, be vigilant, 'cause it could be you next. Perhaps unless he sees you as a threat, because don't forget the bully is a coward. He constructs his dominating tower over those of less power than he, because, you see, the bully is selective, selecting the elective, electing to be ripped to pieces. The bully writes his theses on such an old load of feces. Because really it's all crap. The bully could get sat on so easily, and easily revealed to be so feebly weak, under certain feet, under a certain light, when the torch is flashing bright. Placed carefully, the angle angled right on his mind, what we would find are actually blatantly blind spots, where empathy did once live, so maybe we can forgive him and his grim view on life, misery rife in this miserable life of the bully. So really, maybe being his victim is actually more of a blessing, even with all of his head messing, than residing in a messed up world of a delusional dominator, his teeth sharper than an alligator's. He's a meticulous investigator into the lives of the ones he strives to take down. Frowns are what are created if we don't get navigated from the bully's circle. He'll use any excuse to hurl abuse and put others to good use, through using them as chess pieces, some of them naively believing all he's been heaving, all his projecting propaganda, all his libel, all his slander, not realising he's rejecting by projecting key and crucial components of himself. He continually projects buried, banished bits that he rejects of the trauma and the pain in his subconscious mind and brain that reign over the bully's life. Trouble and strife seem to be his wounded wife, as he takes great delight whilst behaving like he is right in his philosophy twisted mentality of might is right, believing it's his right to treat lovers like bags of shite. Yes, I've clearly seen it. I've clearly seen him deal out cards of manipulation used as ammunition to bring down his lover's station. He treats her like crap as he traps her in a trap, just like a mouse. A prison cell replaces a former house. She's locked on a treadmill that consistently and constantly will not take her anywhere. Wonder if she'll dare leave him. Does she actually believe him when he talks such shite, insisting he is right? He's a vindictive parasite. Parasitic and pathetic as she lives in a pathetic heap. Hell is hers to keep if she dares to meet up with a friend, in which case then he declares as he plays pretend games. He says to her in the tone of Lucifer, "It's only 'cause I love you that I rule the roost above you. It's only 'cause I love you that I'll handcuff and I'll glove you in a prisoner's cell. Well, well, Mr. Bully, you really are a hunter, placing sure bets on little punters who can by you be hunted. He's always fronting, she gets the brunt of it. Rather than get in the way, I choose to fly away, put on fearless fairy wings, float upwards, onwards, onto other things. rather than get caught in the bully's dealings, as he knows, with cocky feelings, confident rows of a vessel which knows no limits on how far to go. So with the firm no, I say no, I'd rather not test the limits of a bully's best moves. He's way too smooth and plots out cruel moves. I ignore his nasty grooves. I've heard him say so many things, heard he's happy to hurl glass in the face, to put people in the place of a bloody bloodbath. All his anger, all his wrath, directed and projected onto those that he suspected would absorb all his projected negativity, a world away from empathy. Maybe some victims did suspect, maybe it was their own neglect to be careful as they speak, that brought the bully's bashing beak close up and closer still, until they eventually did meet down his dangerous, precarious street. So, what to do and where to go, the wise ones know where to flow, and that's as far away as possible from those lenses so responsible for distorting and contorting any word, any action. Such is the bully's fashion for twisting any situation to suit his constant agitation towards anyone or anything who would dare to challenge him, to look within or stand up to him. He is indeed a king of intense intimidating, manipulating, twisting and interrogating, on a throne so dominating. I'd rather not sing anything, any rhyme, any word to potentially be heard within his range. He is way too strange, way too deranged for me to ever engage with, so I'll give a wide berth, miles away from his turf. I'll leave him to fester, I'll leave him to pester some other targets instead. I'm done. Arguments cannot be won against a spider who has spun so many webs of lies. It's an everyday part of life for him. I'll begin to move in another direction. He's always more than welcome to this rejected invitation to engage in all his dramas. He can go and go bananas in some other space. I now place my own face onto a different phase, whilst hoping maybe one day he'll start to gaze within himself instead, rather than ripping life to shreds. One thing that I've noticed is that the bully looks so close with muddy, mucky lenses at every potential target, like an eagle-eyed serpent. Yes sir, no sir, here comes the scary sergeant, his ego nasty, always large in it. Though it comes from an ancestral line of basic insecurity, his inner child in blatant agony, 7 generations worth of tyranny, passed down so blatantly, and I see all of it so very clearly. It's crystal clear for me, since I can read so well. Oh me, oh my, well, Mr. Bully, I can read you like a book. Every subtle look, every subtle glance, I am on a feeling path, I am one perceptive empath. I feel everyone's emotions, psychic power of the oceans, blessed with heavens of devotions, fully aware of celestial potions. So yeah, Mr. Bully, you judge me as fully unaware, yet I always clock your stare, your glare, and I dare to state you are a wasted plate of food. I'm saddened by your mood and maddened by you, dude. So move on, jog on, I am a strong one. You really were wrong when you called me a stupid hippie bitch. One major technical glitch in your operating system. Maybe I am dumb to you, but I don't care. When you obviously dare judge me, slate me, slander and hate me if you will, it will make you super ill, even iller still than you already are. You're like a bleeding scar. I see the child you are stuck in an adult's car, so I invite you to go within, look at everything, every detail, each emotion. This is a transmutive potion. Go within, just begin and you will win. I did it too and now I wear a grin. Your life is wearing thin. So please, look within, no more hatred, no more bitterness, resentment, release the anger that takes you over like a cancer.